Hi, my name is Craig McMorrin. I was born in Canada 55 years ago to an average family. Mother and father. My father worked at International Harvester. My brother and sister are younger than me. And I've always had a few passions in life, but one of them that always intrigued me was that anybody here could really make as much money as they wanted if they came up with the right program. So I've been, over my lifetime, I've only had one job where I work for other people. I'm a firm believer that if you don't have your own program, then you're part of somebody else's program, and really nobody else's program includes making you rich. All the money would actually go to them. So one of the things that always intrigued me was to be able to start your own business. And in my lifetime, I've had over 50 different businesses. Everything from discount stores to auto wreckers to service companies. I actually went to school to be a plumber, so I'm actually a second-year apprentice plumber. In the last 15 years, I really figured it out, and I made a lot of money. I made millions and millions of dollars. And as a matter of fact, right now I have a big resort in BC. You can go look at it at sweetwaterbc.com. And, I started that business with very little money, and it's really about a $500 million project now. And very successful. I mean, it's had its up and downs like any other company would have. And, if you believe that you can start a company and have no hard times or times that you go through when things aren't going as you plan them to go, then you're probably a little delusional. So what I'm here to tell you about today is a company that I started because one of my other passions was to help people. So in other words, I've made a lot of money, and that's great. And one of the ways I could help people is to just write them a check. But when you just write somebody a check, you really hurt their self-esteem. I mean, some people will accept it, some people won't accept help like that. And, it's not like you're starving, because, really people don't starve to death in Canada. And, it's not like you're, desperate. But one of the things that always intrigued me was that, most people that I meet live from hand to mouth. In other words, they only ever make enough money to get through a month, and they use credit and credit cards, and a lot of people look down on that. But if you look at the country, I mean, it's probably $1 trillion in debt and pays millions of dollars in interest every day to other foreign rich countries. And, really the whole country is in debt. So the other big thing that people don't have that's really detrimental to starting your own business is lack of money. In other words, they don't have enough money to save up to go and buy all the inventory, or to open a space, or to create a new product, or invent something, or hire people to help them. So really, if you don't have a lot of money, in most cases, it's really difficult to start your own business. The second thing that people don't have is time. So if you don't have enough time, in other words, your time is taken up with raising your kids and doing the activities that you enjoy. Although a lot of people, by the time they drive to work and then get home from work, it's usually a 10-hour day, and they're exhausted. I mean, the company that they work for wants effort and productivity out of them. And, by the time you get home, you don't feel like doing a lot other than, spending time with your kids and your family. Or if you're single, you may go meet your friends and have a meal, or make your own meals, or whatever. But really, it almost seems like there's not enough time in the day. So what I did was I came up with a business that took that into consideration. In other words, this is such a unique business because it takes no money to start, and it virtually takes 15 minutes a day, which, in my consideration would be no time. And, the time, if you took the time that you spent watching TV or reading the newspaper or doing things that aren't as productive as they could be and spent it on this business, I believe that you could make an unbelievable income. So Frisky Deals is a very simple concept. It's very much like Groupon. And we know Groupon makes billions of dollars a year. And Groupon helps businesses. They collect the advertising money that a business would normally spend on the newspaper or on radio or sending out coupons in the mail or whatever. And they sell vouchers for companies at a discounted rate. People buy those vouchers. They come into the restaurant, try the restaurant out, and at a discount. But the restaurant or the business would normally put that money out in advertising anyway. So they're just giving the money now to the people that they want to come back and enjoy their product or service. So Frisky Deals is very similar to that. We offer the same vouchers and we help businesses the same way that Groupon does. But we have a big twist here. And the big twist is that you can actually make money sharing these deals with your friends and family. So it's really such a simple thing these days. It's the first, what I would call, phone-based business. In other words, you don't even have to have a home to do this business. You don't have to have a TV or a computer. You actually could do this all right off your phone. So the first way that you make money with Frisky Deals is obviously saving money. So you can actually save a lot of money just on the things that you would buy every day normally anyways by using the Frisky website. So all you do is you agree to take a daily email telling you about Frisky's daily deal, and you know, if it's something that you would use and want to try anyways, then you would buy that voucher, and at your convenience you would go and use that voucher when the business was open and ready for business. So the second way that you make money is by sharing these deals with your friends and family. So it's really easy. You would just email them, text them, send them a link, give them a phone call, and have them agree to look at those same daily deals. Now, when a deal comes through that they like, again, there's no obligation to buy anything with this business. When a deal comes through that you like, they would buy that deal, and we would send you a percentage on that. As a matter of fact, the people that you personally tell about the business and sign up, you would make 5% on everything that they spend for the rest of their lives, as long as they're on Frisky Deals. The second part of that is you would encourage them to do exactly the same thing that you did, which is, again, through social media, Facebook, Gmail, LinkedIn, whatever it is, calling their friends and telling them to do the same thing so that they could make the same 5% on all the vouchers that those people bought. Now, the key to this success is that on the people that they introduce, you now make 3% on them. So in other words, you didn't do any work, but you're making money on that second person that came in. And then as they are encouraged to do the same thing, then they make 5% on their people. Your friend makes 3% on them, and you make 2.5% on them. So this goes down 10 levels that you make money. So you may not know, you're going to know everybody in your first line that you personally introduced. You may know some of the people in the second line, but when it gets to the third and fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th line, you won't even know these people. And whenever they save money, they're actually sending you a check. So it's just an unbelievable concept. So here's a new business that costs you nothing to get started, takes hardly any time. Nobody has any obligation to buy anything. In other words, you only buy if it's attractive to you and it's something that you would want to try or you would spend money on anyways. And there's no sales involved. In other words, you could just call them up and say, hey, you know, here's the minimum that happens to them is they buy a voucher and they save money, which is a big thing these days, that saving money is always good because, again, like I said, people lack money. And, you know, they could go 6 months without buying a deal. And the only inconvenience they have is that once a day they have an email from Frisky Deals explaining what the deal is. So it takes them about 2 seconds to look at it, decide if it's for them, and then erase it or, you know, ignore it. So Frisky Deals was just a concept that I came up with, a way to help, you know, single mothers that don't have the time and the money to start their own business, It's a way to, even with successful people, it's a way to allow them to introduce it to people that aren't as successful as them, to help them make them successful. Because one of the things that you quickly learn when you are successful is that it gets lonely, because everybody else is having to work and slave away for other people, and you're at the place where you can enjoy life. And if you want to go golfing for the day instead of go to the office, or you don't even have an office, you want to go to Mexico for a week, there's nobody to go with you because they're all busy trying to make money just to survive. So this is a great way for successful people to help other people. So Frisky Deals is just a very unique, it's only really being able to work in the past 3-4 years because of technology and this revolution with all the cell phones and internet and Wi-Fi and social media. And this is just an easy way for you to start with nothing and be able to make as much money as you want. I mean, as hard as you concentrate on it and go and introduce it to other people, the more money you're going to make. It's really simple. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's obviously going to take some time, but if you made an extra $100 a month, that's going to make a difference in your life. If you made an extra $1,000 a month, how much difference would that make? Or, if you made an extra $100,000 a month, I mean, it's all possible. It's just all numbers, and it's a matter of people telling people telling people. We see videos on the internet going viral, and I really believe that because this opportunity has no barrier of entry, in other words, nobody has to have anything to start, and all they really have to do is share it with their friends. I mean, you text probably 100 or 1,000 times a day anyways, so now you're going to make that texting pay off. And the way it's going to pay off is by helping your friends save money, and it's going to help the businesses that you're going to use those vouchers because they need more business. So it's just probably the only system in the world that I've ever seen that's win, 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 win. Just everybody wins at it. So it's just as simple as going to your phone and clicking on the link that got sent to you and saying, yes, I accept this, and looking at the daily deals that come in every day and having a look at what's going on with the business. A lot of people are cautious. They want to check out the deals for a few days, check out the website maybe, friskydeals.com, and then get started. But I don't believe anybody has a reason that they wouldn't do this business. It's just such a simple, easy, effective way to make money that is non-obligational. So check it out, sign up. You can unsubscribe at any time. The people that you introduce it to are always going to revert back to you, unless they unsubscribe, obviously. But you're protected in this business. It's an invite-only deal. So the only way for anybody to join into Frisky Deals is by an invite. So people aren't just coming on and running you over. And you're always protected. And any time in their lifetime that they buy a deal, it's really easy. You get sent money. So anyway, just as easy as going and clicking the button and getting started today. And I hope to see you be as successful as I am. And I know that you will be, as long as you go save money and share the deals with your friends. Have a great day.